Alright, what's up boys? Today we're back with another video. This is going to be a different one than usual. I am planning on getting back into, more of this style of videos, high level breakdowns, whether it be a tournament final, whether it just be a tournament fight. Even ranked fights against top level players can be really interesting. You can pick up a lot from them, and learn a lot from them. They're also just really good watches. So today this is a tournament final for $400 that I had versus Fadanator. This was in the league, the Ultimate Fan Experience. It's very well ran, host a lot of good tournaments. You should definitely check them out if you don't already. Yeah, but let's get into it. So like I said, best of three final in lightweight, me versus Fadanator. I'll just be explaining my thought process, why I was doing what I was doing, how I was trying to stop what he was doing, what he was trying to do, and stuff like that. So yeah, let's not wait any longer and let's get into it. So in the first matchup, I expected Fadanator to go with the Dustin Poirier pick, as I was going to, but he prefers the Conor McGregor pick. He's got really good footwork, obviously, with Conor, and he looks to use that a lot. Fad's really good at just kind of picking his opponent apart, using good pressure as well, moving back and forward and stuff like that. It looks like he's about to quit here, but that was just technical difficulties. We thought that they were going to restart it, but it doesn't be the case. Kind of start the fight a couple seconds in. Here we go. Alright, so obviously in this fight I'm looking to work the head and body, and I'm also looking to be extremely patient. And obviously with the Dustin Poirier pick and with him being Conor, I will try and grapple if the opportunity arises, but I cannot force it because Fadanator's takedown defense is really good. There he goes, kind of moving in out and out of range very well, showing why he picked that Conor pick, throwing a teep out of range, which is silly on my part. There we go, dipping underneath the strike. I gave him, the thought that I was going to go to the body early, so, hitting him down low and then feinting the body shot opened up him to kind of block it, and that's where I struck him to the head then with a nice feint. Yeah, he's trying to put on that lead hook pressure. Right now, it was just kind of like a feeling out process. I didn't want to give him too much. I didn't want to start this fight off too quick. I do feel like Fadanator definitely does better in a quicker fight, but I think would have benefited me to kind of pick him apart and go at more of a slower pace, make him kind of fight at the pace I like to. He feints that side kick as he realises it would have whiffed. Smart by him, good reactions. But yeah, we're doing a good job. We're just kind of circling. He uses that knee. Right now, like I said, failing out, trying to catch him. I think the plan is to kind of interrupt him. He lands a nice little flurry there. I'm trying to interrupt him with little 1-2s and jab hooks. So you're seeing that jab straight lead hook when he was entering. He's racking up good head damage here, but I'm not too far behind. His slip does fail and my straight connects. Once again, just out of range for that teep and, kind of front kick. Catches me and counters me there. But yeah, as he's bowling forward so much, charging me down with them combos of Conor, I'm just wanting to use that combination, the interrupting strikes, the straights, the jab straight lead hook. And then when he sits in the pocket, I'm trying to hit him with that jab hook. He's using that teep really well, just kind of stinging me whenever I'm trying to start up a combination. But here we go. Whenever I find success on the front foot, I am trying to, keep it there. Trying to make him panic. I'm using a lot of jabs. I'm using a lot of lead hooks. Just trying to make him kind of lean or duck into my next strike. Create some distance there with the jab, spin and body kick. We're keeping up on the head and body as well, Can't abandon either of them. Trying to work that cardio Conor as well. He's doing a really nice job. Just hit me with them longer strikes, using the 1-2 of Conor, using the teep. I'm just, I'm not far behind, but definitely. Here we go. Make him miss that teep of his own, hitting him with that body jab. Just doing a good job actually, just touching him really, making him panic. I feel like I've done that a lot in this series. You'll see, whenever he missed a strike, I didn't try and go for the kill instantly, but I went for a lot. I kind of lead hooks, jab straight lead hooks, I just tried to make these things add up, and I tried to make him panic and do more than he really felt actually had to in reality. Nice, he gets a nice stun there. Tries a stupid little fucking forward moving slip straight. It's really aids. But we survive. We get that jab straight lead hook as we've been talking about all fight. We interrupt him while he was mid combination with it. Go stationary with it. Get the stun. Try and 1-2 head kick him on the entry, but it doesn't really come off. The head kick does land, but not too much damage. Nice pull straight there. We land. We could get the finish there, but I noticed his short-term stamina is so low, so I opt to go into side control, and I done that by holding L1 and R1 or LB and RB if you're an Xbox player like this fight is. Doing a really good job of holding side control here and just trying to increase that lead. I felt I could just probably get flipped into mount here, or even best case scenario I'll get a finish, but it is unlikely. Fad's really good with his ground and pound defense, so I just in fights like this, all you want to do is just increase the lead constantly. He does escape side control there, and he gets the reversal by pre-denying the posture up. He did anticipate it and pre-denied it, but it was good on his end. I do find myself in full guard here. I'm going to be looking for the rubber guard, but it's definitely not going to be easy to get. We deny him. I go down. He gets it. I deny him again. And we finally get back to half guard. We're on top. We're trying to build that kind of lead. So one thing I really recommend is if you're attacking the head on the ground, on the feet. If you're attacking the head on the feet and you find yourself down on the ground, baby punch to the head. I find a lot of people will be attacking the head or the body, and then they'll go down to the ground and they'll be putting work into the opposite. But genuinely, them punches do add up, especially if you're building up a lot of grapple advantage with them. He did mount bobble me there. I don't think it was intentional, but it definitely led to that stand up there, so I would have been complaining about that because it was against the league's rules. But we'll see if it has to come to that. But yeah, we're doing a really good job here. Now he needs to find himself back into this fight, so I can kind of let him come to me, hit him with the jab hooks and stuff like that. It's definitely jab hook and jab straight lead hook are the two combos I'm really going back to every time. And you'll see why in this series. Tried to clinch him there, but to no avail. I'm trying to mix up the combos as well that I'm throwing in the pocket a lot, because Fad is really good with his counters, whether they be the slip into the hook, whether they be the pull elbow, the pull straight, stuff like that. He's very good, and he's also really good at comboing off his counters. So once he hits you with that counter, then you have to worry about the second, third, and even fourth punch at times. So I was trying to prevent that by just kind of being unpredictable in the pocket, whether it be a jab straight, a jab hook, straight lead hook, stuff like that. You can see me anticipating him coming in and using that jab straight lead hook once again. Can we get the finish? So close. So close. But he does just enough to survive there. We do find ourselves in half guard again, which is really good. And we anticipate him going to sprawl. Because he has a really good body health, I knew that he'd be willing to give up the sprawl damage. And look at this. He just wants it back to the feet. So, I recommend when you realise your opponent is panicking and he needs it back to the feet, really focus on denying them sprawl transitions and then big get-ups. See us doing a really good job here. Once again, just going back to that well and just increasing the leg. I'm not trying to go to top mount and pound them out yet. I'm not trying to go to knee on belly and try and, get that ground and pound finish. I'm just trying to land them side control elbows. And as you see here, look how much damage I'm doing with them baby punches. He nearly has 0 head health off them alone. But nice reversal by him, but I'm not complaining too much. I did risk that knowing that I would have rubber guard, but he finds himself in half guard really well too. Just like he tried to do, go to sprawl. I done it back to him. Got the sprawl this time. Then right here, backside, not too much of a dangerous position, just kind of try and wind down the round. He has no head health, he needs a good ground and pound sequence to really do anything. Blake Tyler told me watch the rear naked choke because it is legal, but I said no. Fad, I didn't think Fad would be the type to go for it. He does go for it. I'm thinking this is the end. His tracking is really good at the start with his, blood chokes. I'm thinking, oh no, he's after taking a small lead, but I start to kind of break away and mix up my pattern here a little bit. I also do get the chain, so he doesn't get the submission there, but definitely a risky one, and I was really happy with myself because that submission is the most overpowered in the game. It's banned in most leagues, but this one it is not. So Fad using all the tools available to him. There we go though. Like I said, when your opponent needs a big kind of comeback, you need to realise what can he do to get that. Whether it's on the feet, it's probably a big counter, so you want to be kind of short and simple with your combos, and also be aware, is he looking for slip straights, is he looking for pullbacks, and even it's a similar premise on the ground. He was looking for top mount and a big ground and pound finish. We find the rock here though, and we get the finish. Find the stone, we get a drop, and that is 1-0. So yeah, it was really just that fight was just playing it safe and just building on the lead that I had. Now the next fight will definitely be a lot different. It starts a lot different, ends a lot different too, So I like the way both his fights went because me and Fad both top players, and we both had to kind of adjust on the fly, and both fights definitely were different styles fought from the pair of us. One thing you'll notice here as well is he does decide to go with the Dustin Poirier pick in this one. He decides to mirror match me. I think don't fix what's not broken. I also choose to go Dustin against them. They were just playing a little trailer here. So here we go. Now into the second fight of a possible 3. 1-0 up in a really prime position here. Also, I'm gonna have to fight a different fight because he will have that Dustin Poirier pick. He'll be a lot more dangerous if it hits the mat. Now I have to be fearful of the submissions, the rubber guard, the Kimuras, as I said, the submissions, the top mount, stuff like that. And now I have to be wary that he is gonna go for them rear naked chokes, but I also know it's game on, so it kind of starts off similar as the last fight in the sense I'm trying to just go head and body. I did end up abandoning the body in the last one just because I found so much success hitting him to the head with combos. He tries to actually start off this fight with a new little game plan. As he's using Dustin, it was smart. He opts to go with the leg kicks, the calf kicks, stuff like that, and just damage that front leg of mine. But so I'm thinking, alright, I want to try and interrupt that. I want to try and stop him from doing that. So when I kind of start seeing him combo, end the combo, I will be wary of the rear leg kick coming after it. And I'm just every time he's in the pocket, just banging that jab hook. You'll see that so much this fight. Just jab hook, jab hook, jab hook. I also use a lot more kind of like moving forward 1-2s to prevent that leg kick coming out and try and negate it and interrupt it. I do anticipate a counter there, but none came. Look, putting on that really good just jab into lead hook pressure, just making him panic. He's trying to step back. I'm using straights, I'm doing a really good job just mixing up the combinations, and then follow up with that jab rear hook, as I've been saying. Jab rear hook, there's no better combo in the game. Yeah, right now I'm kind of just in tank mode, I'm trying to hit him with a jab, force him to throw kind of 2 strikes, just make him feel like he's under pressure, make him panic, even though he may not be. I just want to kind of give him that idea that I'm always in his face and I'm always touching him. Yeah, sounds kind of weird, but yeah, just once again I'm keeping on that pressure. Unlike last fight where I was happy to take that back foot, now feel like with these leg kicks I do have to kind of force the fight and push the pace, and I'm doing a good job at that. I switch stance so my jab rear hook will land better, won't hit the shoulder, and boom, really nice read by me there. Fadanator known to counter after his combinations, so you know he'll throw a combo and instantly after try and slip straight or pull hook or something like that. And look, I'm just making him panic. I'm feinting that jab hook. I'm trying to, you know, look at that. Just a really good job here of choosing my combinations. He moving sideways ducks, so doesn't actually work, and I catch him and get that knockdown there. But now I'm just trying to put it on him like there's no tomorrow. I'm also trying to be really wary though, because you know he's kind of wounded a little bit now, and you know he needs to find his way back into this fight, so he's gonna have to come back with something bigger, you know, and he's not gonna cower away as much, and he's gonna abandon them leg kicks. He's gonna go back to that box, and he's probably gonna hunt my head a lot more now, so need to just be wary of when I'm in his face. He will be thrown back a lot more, and he'll also be, you know, hunting for his trademark counters, and the big counters like slip straight lead overhands. You see me starting after he finishes a combo a lot. You see me starting with a lead hook to try and prevent him countering. I do a really good job even mixing it up, as I said. Just instead of that jab hook, sometimes I'm doubling up the jab and then throwing the hook. You know, sometimes I'm just doubling the jab, not throwing the hook at all, then throwing it straight into a lead hook. You know, just trying to really, you know, catch him pulling back with a straight or leaning, and have that hook there to meet him halfway. Nice, not really, but you know, we're moving forward, slip straight again, making its way known, but I jab into a moving forward slip hook. You know, I thought taste your own medicine almost. He does get a drop off it though, that's my bad, and I just done a little bit too much here. You know, he is the wounded fighter, and he's found his way back into that fight with that big counter. I was saying, definitely stupid on my part. But like I said, putting that pressure on him with the jabs, forcing him to throw back, hitting him when he has that low short-term stamina, and boom, jab hook comes into play again. Can we get the finish? No, and he flips us into top mount. I mean, my heart was in my mouth here. Found a really nice denial though, and we escape from top mount on top of it. I also get the postured up half guard denial, so he doesn't, you know, kind of progress into side control. Good job on me here. I do get rubber guard, and unlike me, I fucking let him out a rubber guard and bottle that instantly, and then I accidentally go for the cage get up. I mean, not many things going right for me here right now as far as the grappling goes. Weird little thing there, didn't mean to go for the get, or didn't mean to go for that, but do anyways. Really good denial there when I tried to, you know, go for that rubber guard and right my wrongs after I let him out only a minute or two ago. Not even. But we stop hunting down that rubber guard to increase our head health advantage, and we just think, alright, we'll flip it and we'll start landing them baby punches again. May not do as much damage as the elbows I would have likened to with the elbows, but it's all good. He gets impatient, and I do get myself into top mount. If you know me, you know I have a really good top mount. Good defense by Fad. Posts my first two hooks and forces me to posture back down. I go for the other posture up. Nice ground and pound pattern here. Boom. And that is it. 2-0 and $400 in the bag. It was a really good fight though, and a really good set, you know. I feel like the lightweight weight class did benefit me a lot. Fad had probably been more well suited to the likes of a featherweight, or just kind of speedier weights, even like a flyweight, like he defeated Blake Tyler in the semi-finals. Just being able to use some of them kind of quicker paced combos, you know, and that's why I tried my best to slow the fight down, because Fad is good in chaos. But yeah, boys, that'll be a breakdown of me versus Fadanator. If you've enjoyed it, like, it'd be appreciated, and if you haven't already subscribed, it'd be much recommended that you do so. Appreciate yourself for watching once again, and yeah, peace out.